Born as the young master of the most powerful underworld family. As a child, he witnessed his childhood sweetheart being abused by her father. The little girl confided in him, saying that when she grew up, she would never marry someone like her father, and promised that when she grew up, she would marry someone as kind as him. So for these 10 years he gave up everything, always insisting on being a kind and obedient child, even when his classmates were robbed clean by small-time gangsters. He suppressed his anger and paid protection money for his classmates. But on this day, while taking out the trash with his childhood sweetheart, on their way back to the classroom, they encountered that group of thugs again. At this moment, he looked at Sujin's troubled expression, wondering if she had been bullied. The next moment, Jiang Zisheng glared at those gangsters, ready to fight at any moment. However, the thugs completely ignored him and directly taunted him to get lost. Seeing they had strength in numbers, Jiang Zisheng held his anger and silently left. Halfway through, he decided to hide in the shadows and observe. If things got worse, he would call his uncles to come. At this time, Sujin nervously looked left and right. Suddenly she shyly said to one of the thugs, "Oh my, don't be so obvious at school." And at this moment, Shinjinja placed a mischievous smile on Sujin's shoulder, making her face turn red. Then Sujin pushed him away with both hands. But they were actually teasing and playing with each other. Jiang Zisheng, hiding in the shadows, trembled. At this moment, his love for Sujin seemed to completely collapse. The childhood sweetheart he had loved for 10 years now liked such a thug, and they seemed so sweet together. After returning to the classroom, he remained unsettled. Looking again at the chatting Sujin, still unable to accept all this. So he shakily sent a text message to Sujin. He wanted to clarify that what he saw earlier wasn't what he thought, right? Before he could finish asking, the dismissal bell suddenly rang, as he was about to leave in disappointment. Suddenly Sujin approached him and said, "Shixiang, we haven't walked home together in a long time." Seeing Shixiang remaining silent, she asked if something was wrong. At this moment, Shixiang suddenly stopped in his tracks. With a very depressed mood, he asked Sujin, "Are you with Shenjing's now?" She was startled, innocently answering Jiang Zisheng. "I was going to tell you, but in the end I don't know how it turned out this way." Instantly Jiang Zisheng's eyes widened. "What, Sujin? Didn't you like gentle and kind people?" Then Sujin made an elegant turn and said, "After dating someone gentle and kind, I found it's actually not that great. Rough bad boys are more charming, Zisheng. Don't you think bad boys are cooler?" Hearing this made his face instantly turn pale. Grabbing Sujin's hand insisting, "You said you like gentle and kind people, but now you like bad boys. Why, Sujin? Actually, I'm a bad boy too. I'm worse than anyone." Hearing this, Sujin was confused. "Zisheng, where are you bad? You're so kind." Jiang Zisheng patted his chest and quickly said, No, I'm very bad. I was acting before. I've thug blood in my bones. Actually, my glasses don't even have prescription lenses. Do you want to see photos from my first birthday party? All the guests were bad people. I'm really a bad boy too." Sujin covered her little mouth and chuckled. Then the two reconciled. "Zisheng, you're worried about me being with a thug and trying to comfort me, so you're putting yourself down, right?" Jiang Zisheng chuckled, thinking perhaps this was for the best. Then the two walked home together, chatting about their past. Suddenly Shinjinja called out to Sujin from behind. Shinjinja said, "Let's go to a karaoke bar." Jiang Zisheng gritted his teeth. "Sujin, you like this kind of guy?" However, at this moment, Shinjinja directly confronted him. Hey, you little punk like Sujin, I advise you to stay away from her, or next time you won't be so lucky." Seeing the situation turning ugly, Sujin pulled Shinjinja away. "We've been good friends since we were little, let's hurry up and go," and whispered to Jiang Zisheng, "Let's walk together next time." Jiang Zisheng waved with forced composure. From a distance, the two looked sweet and intimate. "For 10 years I've tried to be a kind person, yet you like bad boys. Woman, just you wait, I can turn bad too. Let you see what a real bad boy's like." Directly pulling open the door with one hand. With a bang, instantly all the underlings bowed and shouted, "Young master." This calm and composed stride, watch and learn well. On the other side, just as his uncle was discussing business, there was a knock at the door. With a loud bang the door was pushed open, interrupting his conversation. "Uncle, I need your help. I want to become a bad boy." His uncle immediately hung up the phone. For him, this day had been long awaited. At this moment, Jiang Shixing asked him, "Uncle, are you a bad person? What about my father?" The next moment his uncle instantly gave a wicked smile. "Young master, if we have to distinguish, that should be classified as a bad boy. But for me, your father is a very good boss. Also the most powerful boss in G country. But for society in the outside world, your father should be considered a very bad person. Indeed, I have bad blood flowing in my veins. Uncle, help me, I need to turn bad." "Young master, your eyes look good now. I've never seen young master show such eyes before, now you look like the boss's son." But uncle has been taking care of him for 10 years, so he knows better than anyone how hard he's been trying. So he asked again. "Young master, becoming good may be difficult, but turning bad is just a matter of an instant. All your previous efforts will become bubbles." But at this moment, Zhang Zishun was very determined. His uncle. So after getting an affirmative answer, the uncles first needed to eliminate the aura of kindness that had surrounded him for more than 10 years. From hairstyle to clothing, everything needed to change. But the next second Zhang Zishun quickly forgot his pain and once again showed a very happy expression. So his uncle directly patted him on the shoulder and told him, "From today on you can't smile so brightly. Yes. Yes. Like this. Very good, young master. From now on you must always remain deep and mysterious." Then his uncle asked him to go back to his room and wait for a while, opening the door, looking at the public welfare awards on the wall for charity work. At this time, it reminded him again of their affectionate scene, making Zhang Zhuzhong even more angry. At this time, a minion came to knock on the door. "Young master, may we come in?" After getting an answer, a bald man with a smile said, "Young master, we will make you into a fashionable man. Don't look at me like this now, my nickname used to be Whirlwind Fashion Man." Then a series of rapid transformations. Top Nike. A complete Gucci outfit. Flashy gold chains. Tada! The legendary street punk appears. The uncles, seeing their young master finally getting on track, cheered inwardly. "Damn, young master so handsome." The next day, Zhang Zishun followed what his uncle said. Eyebrows forceful, corners of eyes raised, eyes wide open. From the moment he left the door, he had to walk with confident and imposing strides, watch and learn well, showing off like only our brother Sean can. Instantly triggering discussions among the crowd. In terms of style, Zhang Zixon absolutely nailed it. On a bright sunny day, 3 loser girls were also attracted by Zhang Zishun's wild and unrestrained appearance. At this moment, suddenly a girl gave him an admiring greeting, making him slightly nervous. But remembering his uncle's instructions, he couldn't actively greet others, holding back until his mouth itched. Suddenly unconsciously he said, "What are you looking at?" leaving the girl completely bewildered. Then walking into the classroom, classmates all greeted him. However, Zhang Zishun completely ignored them, directly sitting on his desk and giving them a line. "Yo, haven't you seen a handsome guy before?" Instantly leaving the 4 classmates stunned, their mouths wide open. Meanwhile, Shuzhen's jealous gaze also turned towards Zhang Zishun. Not to be outdone, she walked up to greet him. "Zishun, let's go to the shop together." Hearing this, Zhang Zishun immediately stood up. This was exactly what he was waiting for her to say. Then the two walked out of the classroom. Suzhin stopped him. "What's wrong? Did something happen? If something's wrong you can tell me. Aren't we friends?" Suddenly Zhang Zishun gave a wicked smile. "Friends, yes, you asked me if something's wrong, of course there is. You better go to the shop by yourself." Suzhin was stunned, never expecting Zishun would. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for the next part. Let's crush our 100 like goal. Your support keeps this going. If you want the next part, type next part in the comments.